Hey, everybody, watch me open here. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to your weekly dose of Marvel card box breaking. I'm here with Keith. I did it. I did it right. Oh my gosh, I put it in.
Oh, so professional.
It was so unnatural for me because there's a wall here with a window, and I'm like, I know he's not in the wall.
Yeah, I am.
Um, so, here with Keith, we are opening Marvel Annual 2020-2021. It was supposed to come out late last year. It was delayed. Before we get into any of that, I haven't opened a ton of annual. I've opened stuff on ePack, never any physical, and I thought it would be good for me and for anybody else who's unfamiliar to take a look at Marvel Annual, specifically this year, and what it has to offer. So there's 16 packs in a box, 5 cards in a pack. It says there's one premium insert per pack.
Hmm.
We do have sketch cards. We have collector creator autographs, splash lenticular cards, citing base parallels. Set collectors love their parallels. So there are 4 tiers of the variant cover base card set, 100 card base card set, and tiered variants. Okay. Sparkling foil board base set, parallel with limited numbering. I think I see them numbered to 20. No, it's the holograms.
Yeah,
So
holler. Yeah.
foil board base set is different from hologram.
Yes, that is the foil board is numbered to 49.
Okay. And then thematic inserts. We have Star Rookies, Annual Impact, Humble Beginnings, Number One Spot, Splash Lenticular cards return.
Hmm.
So the packets, you get one variant base card per pack, one premium insert card, and per box on average, you'll get a splash ticular, regular SP, or SSP.
Hmm.
And creator corner autographs. Looks like writers, pencilers, artists, inkers. So here we have some inner case hits. 4 cards from the following: a hologram parallel, a sparkling foil board parallel, 101 printing plate. Printing plates are cool. I've seen a couple of those pulled on the
Hmm.
Facebook group. Sketch card booklets. There's quite a few of them. I've seen on the checklist and the creator corner autographs. Here we go. Packots. Base variant cover 1 in 1.6, 1 in 4 for a tier 2, 1 in 8 for a tier 3, 1 in 64 for a tier 4. And this is for the parallel of the base card.
Yeah, the one that will specifically say variant on it, and it'll actually each one of them will tell you right on the card as to what tier it is.
Okay, great. And number one spot are going to be 1 in 2 packs. Annual Impact 1 in 5. Star Rookies will be 1 in 10. Your Splash Lenticular 3Ds are going to be 1 in 23 for a base, 1 in 64 for a SP, and 1 in 256 for an SSP. Your autos will be 1 in 160. There's a further breakdown that you could read if you want. Somebody,
Hmm.
whoever's watching, based on which artist, but in general, to get any creator corner, it's going to be 1 in 160. Sketch cards will be 1 in 253. What does that translate to boxes? Do you know?
So if 16 packs a box, 10 would be 160. You're really looking at about 18 boxes on that. No, no,
Okay.
no, it's not that high. It's probably about 16 boxes. Yeah, it's supposed to be about one per case.
Okay. Yeah, because it's two 8 inners,
Yep, yep.
38 artists, and then 2 artists, Sonny Yu and Spider Guile, are they're actually on 2019-2020 stock.
That's what it looks like. It looks like the way they're calling this the update cards. It really sounds like that there was a couple of them that maybe came in after production was ready, and that they're throwing them in. This as a bonus.
Okay. And then the battle booklets, which I've seen 4 or 5 of them already surface.
Mhm.
That's going to be 1 in 560. So we have some examples that we'll see very shortly. Looks like you have your hologram at a 20, of Ghost Rider, a tier 2 variant, and then the regular base Scarlet Witch. There's your annual impact of Black Panther. Star Rookies, Null, obviously, very popular, growing. Splashticular, that is some sort of Thor, right?
Yeah, that's Thor from the newest series. There's a big focus, obviously, on this set that is really based upon the last year of what went on in comics. So
Right,
you're looking at stuff that directly correlates to like what's supposed to be about the last 12 months worth of story time.
right. A year in review.
Mm-hmm.
So here we have an example of a Benjamin Percy autograph from X Force number 14. And that will do it.
Yeah,
So we have one box here for your viewing pleasure that we were going to open tonight.
yeah. Let's
We're
have a
not giving,
blast.
we're not giving anything away.
Oh no, just this is going to be the first one I open up. You know, it is. I do plan on turning around and probably collecting quite a bit of this on e-packs, but I do, you know, like most of these expectations, the base set is probably going to be a combinable on e-pack and not redeemable. And so one of my plans as a collector is that I absolutely need to have, you know, my own base set. So it was a good point to open up a couple boxes
Right.
eventually and be able to have that type of
And
collector
and
stuff.
and so that's the main reason for like your chase here. Uh,
Yeah.
anything on EPAC, even if you get it here, you're probably gonna have to pull it again on EPAC for achievements.
Yes, and that'll be my plan. That'll definitely be where I'm looking at for that is I'm sure that there's some of it I won't need to redo. Like I don't know if the creator autographs like those last year were not an achievement. I don't believe.
Right. So I feel like with the amount of new people coming into the hobby almost daily, I need to stop and say ePack is a website by Upper Deck where you can purchase packs of cards. The packs of cards mostly represent physical cards, some of them are digital. The releases for new sets are split pretty much 50-50. So in a few months' time, this set that we're looking at right now will be released on ePack where you can buy it. And then they have all sorts of achievements that are tied to collecting entire insert sets.
Mm-hmm. That's all I hear. Our first pack here. Now this is our first variant. You'll see it
Okay.
even says variant tier 3 right across the side on it.
So that's good at tier 3.
Yeah, tier 3 is a good hit. You know, like figure that out. And then annual impact.
Okay. Captain
And
America.
just another base card there, Karma. The card itself and all this is designed with where you got the structure. You can see in the background is the cover of one of the comics, character focus up front, and then you get the old school stats and a little bit of story about what went on during this specific comic about what they were doing.
Yeah.
A big year that X-Men were kind of getting a little bit of a reset, so you're going to see quite a bit in that area for story time. Jonathan Hickman led a realignment of the X books to bring everything out and new. And so, oh man, I want this to stop focusing. I've done something here to make my camera mad.
Yeah. I think you're good now.
That's all right. All right, live with me, buddy. All right, here we go.
Oh.
Now, okay, so here's a variant of one that we already hit. You'll notice it's
Right.
a variant of the comic behind.
Right.
That's what they
So
changed.
same issue, same art of the character, just a variant cover of that issue.
Yes.
Which is very cool because that's very niche to comic collectors. Like an exclusively card collector, they don't get that.
No, that is very much this. Like this whole set is speaking towards the stuff. One more.
I will turn this live stream right around.
Man, I gotta get it right, man. Vision and Moondragon.
I wonder if we see Moondragon in Guardians 3.
Bringing in any of those additional characters. I mean, I think I was talking earlier today about somebody about high speculation about Nova being a good target.
Yeah.
Hulk. There's Cho. Variant tier 3 again.
Okay.
Storm. And this is one of the different inserts, the number 1 spots. So usually it was a focus upon first issue of a series. Blade. But it'll be
This is
pretty
like
obvious
this
when
is
we
like
get.
beer goggles.
Oh man, I don't know what I. Maybe I'm just. Let's stay lower. All
You know
right,
what it
tier one.
is mine's all cleaned up, well lit and tight, and it just can't
I
handle.
just it's too much.
Yep.
Well, we've hit our splashtacular.
Okay.
So again, expectation that there would be one of these per box. This one here is an Amazing Spider-Man S17. I was kind of keeping the list up to know what's what. That
Sounds like a regular.
that is a regular.
Yeah.
So again, they're fun cards with the lenticular
Mm-hmm.
like piece on that. Another number one spot.
I'm glad they found the paper to make it on.
Well, God, you're talking about kind of a joke there and all this, but with all the shortages in the world, who knows what was going on, and could have easily been part of the delay of this,
Yeah.
over the past year with that. Caroline Deed from Runaways. Null is going to be a big conversation in a lot of this because he's getting some of his first cards here, right? So there's going
Mm-hmm.
to be first appearance kind of stuff. Another tier three. Now, I will say this: I was very skeptical about how they were doing tiers because I felt like last year, while they called it tiers, I don't feel like it actually happened because what they state in tier three odds is that it's 1 in 8 packs, and we've already hit 3 of them
Yeah.
in this, and it's just not quite that. I mean, we're 5 packs in, so I'd like to see somebody who's opened up quite a few boxes and kind of averages it out and see if the if that ends up being true to the whole thing. Rogue, tier 1 Mirage, another number 1 spot for the Empire X-Men book.
Okay. The Magneto.
Magneto.
Nice. I like
Yeah,
that.
that's a good looking card. I mean, all the cards are very sharp looking too. I'm going to look back through them when we get done. I have not seen one of those serial numbered to 49, extra foil border ones
Mm-hmm.
in person. So I don't think I've seen a good example of it online either. To what exactly? I think it's going to stand out. I would predict that.
I like that Kree costume for Carol.
It's a really good storyline too. There's our tier 4. If you're going to get,
Wow.
if it's there, it says 1 in 64 packs, right? And Spider-Man's pretty great for that.
Wow.
Pretty
Very cool.
solid. I love this book, Marvel. This, I mean, they came back and had revisited the story from 20 years ago, 25 years ago, even. Adam Hughes cover on that Black Widow. Amazingly good looking. Oh, everybody's friend Cyclops. Cosmic Ghost Rider on a variant.
Yep.
Humble Beginnings. That's the first one we've hit of this one. Again, you're kind of getting it's a then and now insert.
And it's got a very Marvel Beginnings feel to it.
Mm-hmm. Gertrude from Runaways. Mary Jane. Sharp art. They I've
Yeah.
seen most
I
most
apologize
all of it.
if the art doesn't appear sharp.
We just blame that on me.
Cards in your screen are maybe more well drawn than they appear.
Now the variant tier 3. See, I just don't
Wow.
believe it. I'm
Yeah.
not I'm not gonna believe it.
I
I
don't know.
when I opened up a case online last year, even with the tiers, I felt pretty even through all of it.
I mean, we've got more tier threes than tier ones and twos.
I don't think we've seen a 2. I don't even remember that yet. North Star.
Is that you, North Star?
We're getting there, buddy. Prodigy tier 1. Star Rookie. Our first hit on that. I am not even going to try to pronounce that name. Nakala, maybe?
Yeah, Nagala. Boom.
Deadpool.
Okay. I like that art for Deadpool.
Ghost Rider's got horns.
Yeah, interesting. I missed that.
Very specific to Ed Breeson's storyline on that. Very much I believe Ghost Rider was actually Lord of Hell.
Okay. Good for him. Moving up in the world. Or down? Moving down in the world.
Psylocke. Oh, X-Men Heavy Pack, huh? Phantom X Tier
Yeah.
1. Hercules. 4 out of 5 on X-Men. I mean,
Phantom X is weapon 13?
weapon 12.
Weapon 12.
Yeah, him and Wolverine teamed up to go after Weapon 13 in Grant Morrison's run of New X-Men.
Right.
Became a problem out in Paris. Star-Lord. Aye, boy. Getting a lot of love from Upper Deck.
Too much love. Somebody's got a soft spot for him.
Colossus. And Falcon.
Did you happen to see that unused art from DeVries for 95?
No, I didn't, and I really want to.
Yeah, he did a Colossus and it never made past the preliminary phase.
Really?
And he shared it on the Masterpieces
You're
group.
talking about the Masterpieces 95 where everybody turned around and here. I'm going to figure out exactly how to set the focus and not let it do this back and forth.
Yeah.
Tier 3 Cyclops.
And then I'll just be happy I didn't buy this camera when you told me to.
Well, I thought it sounded good. It looked good one time for me.
It was good for like 2 weeks. we rode the heck out of it.
Ah, Angela.
And another Scream.
This one's the variant.
Mm-hmm. So, am I getting it right? There's only one variant for each character?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
You won't have different variants for the set.
Right. There's not 4-tier variants for each one.
No. Namor in his angry version.
What'd you call him?
Angry.
No, how'd you say it?
Namor. Are we going? You gotta go Namor?
That's apparently what I was chastised because I said Namor.
I will not swear that I'm right. I easily could be wrong.
Yeah. Look, dig up Stan and you ask him.
Yeah, I think
Stan didn't create Namor, right? Namor was very early.
yeah, he's from all the way back in the Golden Age.
Yeah.
Malekith. But I mean,
that's an interesting looking Malekith. Not the Malekith, the Dark Elf we normally see. He's got some sort of suckers on his hands.
So that was a very specific storyline, the War of Realms, where there was, as implied in all this, he made some deals.
That's a very Josh Brolin cable.
Would you like to hit Moon Knight tonight?
Wow.
It's the talk of the week. That's a very
talk of the week. As a spoiler alert, I shared the video earlier today with everybody, but I dropped my my Moon Knight card off at Golden Auctions to be auctioned.
Very nice. Last pack. Again, we've hit the expectations. Like none of the big hits, but
nice Venom.
Variant on Carolina Dean. Hellions. Wolverine. Benjamin Percy's run. Like I said, Thor got all starry-eyed under Donny Cates.
Yeah, he's very whimsical.
Well, and again, you're curious about it and all this, and you can say Thorinson was tired of being king of Asgard, so he left to become a cosmic herald and combat the coming Black Winter. So he did get a little. He met and made a little bit of a deal with Galactus in the storyline.
Good for him, being his own person.
But yeah, then again,
now he's Galactus' person. But
so three of the impacts, several of the number ones, three of the Humble Beginnings, two rookies, and your Splashtacular card. Kind of like that's a. I feel like this is about your standardized box. Nothing crazy. Nothing big like say a plate or a signature or anything like that. But that's kind of what I expect from this set. I don't expect to find the really really big and splashy is going to be far between. This is meant to be kind of your, I don't want to call it gruel, but your staple food kind of a set for it. So.
Uh huh. What is the big and splashy?
Well, I mean, so the largest card out there to hit is one of the autographs. The Kelly Thompson autograph has the highest odds in the whole set for that. That was 1 in 5,684 packs. I do think the battle booklets are really good looking. I think that sometimes you're looking at a set, say like the Masterpiece set, where we get used to a once a box you'd have a sketch. These are rare for a sketch. You're looking at maybe in a case kind of idea for the sketches.
Yeah, I mean, and the booklets it's like 560.
Yeah. So those are really biggest things, and of course plates are always bigger hits. Fun stuff with that.
Are there
But
plates just for the base or for the inserts also?
I've always seen on all the past annual sets that they've been for the inserts also.
That's pretty cool.
But this one thing that's kind of out there when you start adjusting the odds is that this set is also planned for pack wars on ePack. So you'll buy packs to specifically open against another collector, and you compare stats and your highest strength card or lowest intelligence card, and you kind of play it out as a little pack war. The bonus victor gets an additional card
Yeah,
for it. So it's planned to have and there's weekly triumphs on ePacks. It's a fun thing. It's something to read up on. It could get very competitive at the top because there's weekly rewards for the top collectors, and that and the weekly rewards are limited edition cards that are only available through that. So some amount of the set is planned for that and works very well because of that reason.
right. So that's something important to bring up because even if there's people that maybe they've been in the hobby for a couple of months now, they missed that Pack Wars season, so they might know what ePack is, but they might not know what Pack Wars is. And
Mm-hmm.
and I played it a little bit, and I'm not an annual collector, and it's fun. It's interesting. I think the the struggle that so many of us ended up having was that like who's coming up with the stats because it would
Yeah,
come down to two characters and it would be like Mary Jane's got the same fighting ability as Gambit.
right. And nobody's going to call Thor a real dummy, but they've given him an intelligence level here of 2. So like it's honestly it's one of the things I enjoyed growing up was that you could have the haggle with the collector, right? To say, oh, that's not right. They did my boy dirty there. That was like all that to turn around and say strength and speed are top notch here, but you would turn around and say based upon that if Thor went against Quicksilver, they would tie in speed.
Right.
It's
And then you're limited with the max being a 7.
yeah, the granularity in it gets a
Obviously
little
we know that the difference between the most powerful beings and the least powerful beings, it can't be dumbed down to powers of 7.
no. It was real interesting in some of those original Marvel Universe cards when they had like, especially on like the checklists and what was it, 91, 92, where they would actually tell you who was at what level, kind of and describe it a little bit better. That was the 91 set. I really liked that. That was something a lot of fun. So,
Yeah, I 92 was my first set, and I like seeing the energy projection and intelligence and strength.
mhm, mhm. But I think it's a fun set. I think it's one you don't look at going crazy. Like where we turn around and have watched, X-Men and Marvel Masterpiece constantly gain more and more value in every single box. These do have kind of a limit to them. Like even the top end hits still wouldn't get too crazy in price. You should be able to buy stuff on this, and even if you're chasing something very specific, keep it pretty reasonable. That said, I mean, with a sketch artist list that has Liddy Lees and Peach Momokos and
Ash
people like that,
Gonzalez.
yeah, it's gonna get there's definitely some fun stuff to kind of hit in that area.
Absolutely, and it's still at a reasonable price point. But this is definitely a set that is for set collectors, um,
Mm-hmm.
and for comic fans, like you said. But there's always character collectors, and we see new character collectors. We see people adding characters that they collect, and if you're the type of OCD person that I am, and you want to get all the, well, there's none in here, but let's just say I was a you know a Carolina Dean fan.
Mm-hmm.
If I wanted all the Carolina Dean cards, I would need that one.
Yep.
I would need the variant and the base.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an essential set for that. I think it's got something for everybody. And like you said, the sketches, for what a box costs and the opportunity to pull one of those sketches by an incredible artist is tremendous. And the in the resale market, if you just want to pick up singles, it's reasonable also. Except if you're
Mm-hmm.
getting into those holograms, which are very cool. I am putting it out there right now. I want a Magneto hologram. That's
uh, that's a good looking one. Fits really well in your collection of villains.
yeah.
Yep.
So anybody pulls it and they're trying to move it, I'm your guy. I normally don't like outing myself and telling people what I'm looking for because there's a tendency for one or two people out there to try to take advantage of you and fleece you. Like, oh, you want this? Well, I got it. What are you gonna give me? Um,
Yeah.
but trying to be more transparent. Olive branch, right? Maybe I got something you want.
Yep. Yep.
So, like you said, you're just trying to get a base set, and
Mm-hmm.
you're going to hit this hard with EPAC. And another thing with EPAC and those achievements is we never know what they are until the set releases on EPAC.
Yeah, and that's a big area where I sit at right now. Like I said, that big 1 in 5,000 card for that if I saw it come up, I probably would try to trade or buy for it today because I don't. There's no way I think I'm opening up 5,000 packs on EPAC to get there. It would be a monster to hit it kind of thing. The rest of the signature cards are either 1 in 300 or 1 in 364. So it's a very big difference to hit that top tier one for that. So for me, who I do want to have the cards for my complete set, I would buy or I would trade for that today. That would be kind of the big one. But I know that it's very typical that in EPAC you won't be able to get these base cards off of EPAC. You'll have to take 5 or 10 or Ages was 25 that you have to combine on EPAC. So you would collect that many, shred them basically in their little grinder machine, and they would give you an EPAC exclusive version. In the past, that's been rainbow versions. That's been I'm trying to remember what they called it last time, but it had a swirl background to it. That
It
was
wasn't Color Wheel, right?
they have called them color wheels in the past. It might have been color wheel last. I think you're right. I think it was color wheel. Um, but they have that, and so I'll want that set too, which is fine for all the stuff I open up on EPAC. Like to me, I'll be probably between 1 and 2 cases on EPAC to chase down the pieces that I want. As you can see, like you're looking at when splashtaculars are one of the bigger ones to turn around and catch it all. There's 20 different cards inside that. I would have no problem trading sketches and um, some plates for the SSPs and that I'd be looking for. But it's probably 1 to 3, maybe. I'm going to say somewhere in there. 1 to 3 cases is what I'll buy and get into it.
So these are the achievements on EPAC that we were talking about from last year's edition of this set.
Mm-hmm.
And so, just an example of what an achievement looks like and what kind of achievements are available, what cards to redeem. First 55 collectors to redeem a selection of Black Panther cards.
Got an avatar, yeah. So
And
they'll do the avatars every so often just for something for your account.
first 60 collectors to redeem Future Watch Classic Achievement FWA8. So this you had to get another achievement and then all these other cards, and you would get a four-piece sketch card puzzle.
Hmm.
This
That
one,
that one was really rare because they stretched it across at the time that 2019 2020 was coming out. They actually had 2016, 2017, 2018 all in stock, and so you would collect the cards across every one of the sets to be able to get into that.
yeah. And so here, there's actually an autograph that's an achievement.
Mhm.
So if you redeem three of these other achievements, FWA 5 through 7, you would get this Donny Cates autograph.
Mhm.
And then here's the actual FWA Future Watch achievements. Uh, Future Watch Hero set, comic set, Humble Beginnings, number one spot set, Fractal Parallel. That's what it was.
Ah, yes, that's it.
Three splash sets. So, like I said, basically, they break apart the set and make it a challenge for you to collect all the cards that belong to this insert set, and you get an achievement, and then some of those achievements you can group together, and there's opportunities to get really cool cards.
Mhm.
We've seen it in plenty of sets where some of them were better than others, but like over the summer in Black Diamond, you there
Yeah.
was one achievement where you got to win three autographs: a Chris Hemsworth, a Tom Holland, and a Chris Evans. As one achievement, you would get them all in one shot. So that was pretty cool. It's not always going to be swinging for the fences like that.
Mhm.
Um, I think that was a function of the price point of that set and how much they knew you had to put in. And they wanted to make the juice worth the squeeze. So I expect it's going to be mostly traditionally proportionate to the amount that you would have to put in.
Yeah, they still had even on this set last year that four card puzzle achievement that you showed there. Like I got mine, I got a really great looking Luke Welch, and it had Venom and Anti Venom and Carnage on it. It was a really good looking sketch that I got out of that. So they definitely put some stuff at the top end, and they make some other stuff that's a little bit more reachable. It's very common you'll see some of the other achievement cards from past years. A couple of them are only $1 or two a piece because they were very easy to get to, but they were still a lot of fun to get. You know, starting off with some years it was the Happy Birthday achievements and some other stuff in the past.
Yeah, and then obviously over the summer with X Men Metal, we saw that they had that comic cover. Is yours home?
Yes, I did bring it home and all this. I'm working on getting it framed right now. I
Yeah,
got 56, right? I always get the number a little bit off in my head, but first appearance of Havoc with the Living Monolith. And it's a fantastic looking. It took the entire cover and cut it up among 16 cards, and then they all sit together and kind of reform the whole thing. But you would get it all at once for spending entirely too much money online and chasing it all down and making deals. Like it was really the top end of that were three geodes that were at the SSP
yeah,
level, and those were expensive. Those I had to pay $800 to $1,500 a piece for each one of those to get the three that I was looking for. And
and they've come down. Somebody bought one in the Facebook group today for $450.
yeah, it's very much a function. The achievements are very much a function of like first one there kind of idea. You know, like
Right?
there's some FOMO about making
Yeah,
sure that you get that. And there was even a couple of those achievements you showed from last year's annual that are gone now. There were only 460 cards available. They're now sold out. I just had someone really trading very hard because I had a second Future Watch Captain America, and that card has jumped significantly in value as the top end achievement that was for the set.
right. So I mean, we talked about just with this set that there's all these bonus features within EPAC other than just buying and opening the cards, where you have pack wars, you have achievements, and to make it more engaging and more collectible and more fun. So I think that's a really cool thing that EPAC brings to the table. I think sometimes we might resent it because it sucks us in further, but we want to have fun and we want to be engaged and we want to collect. And I think that's something attractive to new people that they there's a rabbit hole to go down, and that's where we have the most fun.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Well, this was fun. I would like to open some more of these sometime. and maybe we will. And thank you for coming on again, as always, and helping us bide the time until hopefully February 9th when Spider-Man Metal comes out.
You are going to be a busy guy at that point in time. I
Oh,
know you. I know you're very, very interested in that set and all this. And as much as I put into X-Men, you could be that level on Spider-Man. I think you're going to hit some really cool stuff on
I
that.
hope
That'll
that if I get on your level in Spider-Man that you were on X-Men, they should lock me up and throw away the key.
Yeah. Well, I need people to come with me, or else I just look silly. So
All right, Keith. Well, thanks a lot, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. As always, like, subscribe, follow every Wednesday. Marvel card box openings. Everybody have a great week. Have a very happy collecting.